Rico, what about the risks? We've heard of people who have evangelized, who've tried to pray with people, who've spoken to work colleagues about their faith, and they've ended up having to go to tribunals and getting sacked even in some cases.
Well, that is true. There are risks, and I think this is where Jesus is so amazing. Let's not forget that on the cross, he prayed for the people killing him, Father, forgive them, they don't know what they do. So the key is, as I manage my own heart, I'm praying for the love of Christ for people, so that whether I'm rejected or accepted, my psychological centre, my heart is, the Lord Jesus has died for me. He loves me. It's amazing to know him. I have a secure future. So the battle is that as we're rejected, we go on loving, we go on serving, so that people may accuse us as doing wrong. I'm going back to the 1 Peter verse, but they'll see our good deeds. And so I think it's maintaining that demeanour of looking to serve, because we're people who've been served by Jesus. So Tim Keller says it's getting the gospel to go into, up in my head, but then that 1.5 foot drop down into my heart, so that I really am someone who, as I'm interacting with people, is seeking to love and serve them. And that's what wins people over. So we've talked about, yes, there are words, but it's a life that keeps trying to come back to loving people. And that's prayer. You're saying, Lord Jesus, please help me to not respond with my natural sinful nature, which is to want a bit of a fight here and push back, but actually to be gracious.
Okay, so I think I'm finally getting it. Sorry, I feel as if I'm really slowing the uptake today, Rico. So you're saying it's loving, it's serving, it's witnessing, it's being peaceful, graceful, and being the diplomat, and all those sorts of things. And that's how we share our faith, evangelize.
That's right, but it's love and truth. So there are those moments when I call them pain line moments, when we something needs to be said, that we need to be saying something. If we're thinking, where will this person be in 100 years' time? Where will they be in terms of relationship with Jesus in 100 years' time? Because we do believe in eternity, we do believe in heaven and hell, and therefore it's that when the moment comes, saying, Lord Jesus, help me to say this. So with my street where I'm at, with all the people on my street, and it's lovely to be there on the street. I think God's put me on that street. I have things that I'm thinking, as I know this person, this might be the next thing I'm looking to say that will just be a question that may open up a discussion or just move them on a bit in understanding. And that might be just saying to somebody who's got a lifestyle that's a million miles from Christian faith, mate, are you a theist or an atheist? I mean, that's a pain line question, because that may be the first time in 20 years that person has been asked, well, where are you on the whole God thing? I haven't even mentioned Jesus on that, but I'm saying, look, where are you on that? Now they may say, look, I want nothing to do with it, but they may at that point say, well, I have thought about that a bit, but I've got to have a little bit of a question, something in place, which is the next thing to say. And often in my prayers for people, I'm saying, Lord, what's the question that will just be the next point? Now alongside that, I'm always asking them questions about their life, because I'm interested in celebrating them. So I hope I'm somebody who celebrates all of life. Whatever they're doing, I think it's interesting, because I think life's amazing. But within that, there'll be a question that will just be saying to somebody who's not thought about anything, are you a theist or an atheist? Do you believe in a God, or is there nothing there? Is a question that opens a discussion. They might say, I don't want to talk about it. That's fine, but it might open something.
Okay.
So I'm looking for the question for just about everybody. I'm saying, Lord, what's the question that will get things going?
Some might say, well, this is because, Rico, you're an evangelist, but I'm a pastor, or I'm a counsellor.
I'm really special.
I don't have that particular gift.
Well, I think the first thing is we celebrate people. So when everyone's made in God's image, they're to be celebrated. And so I think that's really important, to pray for that love for people. Secondly, we're looking to serve. And on the third one, I think it is absolutely be yourself. So Psalm 139 in the book, chapter 6, I'm saying, be yourself. You're made in God's image. God has wired you up to be yourself. Find out who that is. So it might be that you're a hospitality person. It might be that actually you're a bit more of a sort of intellectual person, where you'd structure an argument. It might be that your personal testimony is the one. As you work out who you are, there'll be a certain way in which you speak of faith. So, for example, I can think of someone who's great at hospitality back at my church, and I might say, look, keep cooking cakes for the street till Christmas, but at Christmas say, why doesn't everyone come in? We'll have a wonderful cake thing. Rico, you come along and say a few words. But she's looking to be herself, but she's looking for that opportunity to put words on the faith that serves people.
So what you're saying is that we're all very different, and if we're all the same, the world would be a very boring place. My mum always tells me. But all very different. We've all got different gifts and talents, and we will share it in very different ways. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, but I'm saying as you share it, don't not expect there might be some rejection, because there are much bigger issues than just your personal view. We are talking about the person who, Colossians 1 verse 15, in him all things hold together. This is the person who made the world, and that meta-narrative, that overall story, which is the world belongs to Jesus, one day it'll stand before Jesus. Don't think that's not very controversial. It is controversial.
Why not start your day with Inspirational Breakfast, Monday to Fridays from 7 a.m, only on Premier Christian Radio, where faith comes to life.